here we are in our kitchen, and I made a discovery a few days ago, something that got stuck back in the back of our fridge, which is often ends up being a really scary situation. But it was just hiding behind a couple other things that had been in there a little bit. A carton of our eggs. Now, of course, we knew how old it was. We do date stamp our eggs. These were actually some guinea fowl eggs that had been sitting in there. It's now been about 7 to 8 months. And they're still in there, of course, look all right from the outside. And I thought it'd be interesting to see, what does a farm fresh egg look like after it's been sitting in the fridge for about 6+ months. So interesting little experiment here. Let's take a look at that. So here we'll take the first egg, and of course, you know, we're going to check a couple. But as I said, these are our guinea fowl eggs. They've been sitting in there. Shell's still hard. These are always tough to crack, which is a good sign. Shell out of there. Ah, yeah, this one's been sitting in there too long. Okay. They do have some nice thick shells. Oh, and look at that there. That is beautiful. Egg yolk standing up. It's a nice bright orange. Just a little the liner from the eggshell there, which is of course all fine, and got a little bit of shell in there that just can't stand the. Do not like that taste of that crunch of an eggshell in my egg. Okay, now it's going to put on its own little show here, trying to be difficult getting out. Anyone who's ever cracked a shell into an egg, I know you can relate to that challenge. But hey, I won. Alright, there we go. And the shell is going to go in our oven on a tray. Next time we turn the oven on, it'll sterilize those, and that'll make a nice, either a nice good calcium supplement for our chickens, or we end up putting it on the garden, one of the two. Now, go ahead and cook this one up. Give me a second, I'm going to rinse my hands off from that. Alright, there we've got that nice egg, and we're going to go ahead and set up the pan here. Turn the heat on. Right here. Butter on. Let that heat up for a moment. And now, just in case you can't tell, I don't know exactly how it's coming through on the film, but this is a beautiful dark orange, which is like the best color you can find. Our guinea fowl, they are pastured, and so they're getting all the nice bugs, seeds, whatever they find in the field. And so this is a great quality egg. Looks beautiful. We got the butter melted, spread it around a little bit. Let's go ahead and dump this in. I like my eggs all different ways, but my personal favorite, especially with the guinea fowl, or guinea eggs, is a sunny side up to over easy, somewhere in that range, and that is really spreading out thin there. But again, now that you can see it in the pan with the white all spread out, the way that yolk is standing up, that is something, the day you buy an egg from the store, doesn't even stand up like that. And of course, the more you see a yolk standing up, the better it is. You see it's starting to cook through there. So kind of give it a minute. Now this is like watching paint dry in high speed. But we're going to have it there in just a moment. You see everything's cooking nicely. This paint is almost dry already. Now, a lot of people, they like to season their eggs. Personally, I just like having them how they are. You know, eggs naturally have a bit of salt in them, or a little bit salty. Not a whole lot. I prefer not to go overboard on the salt. I do like it, but I mean, I do not claim to be any expert on cooking eggs, but just getting this up like this. Like I said, people like their eggs all different ways. I personally like my white well done and my yolk barely cooked. We're definitely going to get the well done whites here because of the way that's spread out. Just debating about whether or not I often like to have it either on a piece of bread or go with something, but again, we're kind of doing an experiment on how this egg is. So I'm going to go ahead and just have it plain so we can get a full feel of what that tastes like. Keep it from sticking here. It's getting pretty close. All right. Yes, I know there are a lot of health warnings that come, or at least a few health warnings that come out about eating an undercooked yolk. I'm not going to dispute those, but let's just say I am confident in how healthy my chickens are, that I'm not concerned about having the yolk a little undercooked. Alright, so here we are. Got a nice freshly cooked 8-month-old egg. Let's see how it tastes. By the way, I do want to note I would never sell an egg this old, but these are ones, like I say, I'm confident in the quality, but so you can all rest assured we only sell the new eggs, but I don't mind eating one myself to try it. Oh yeah, you're still waiting to see how am I going to react to how this tastes. We'll just hold you in. No, okay, I'll eat now. White's good. Tastes exactly like it should. Still very full of flavor. Got the rich flavor I'm used to with the guinea fowl egg, which is a lot like a chicken egg, but just a little bit richer. There you go. These farm fresh eggs, they are so good. I would still eat an 8-month-old egg off of our farm before I'd eat one from that I just bought from the store yesterday. Sitting in the fridge that long, still delicious. I'm going to cook up another one for that. Well, thanks for joining me for this is breakfast, dinner, and having a great egg. Y'all have a great night, and we'll look forward to sharing more with you about what's going on the farm and enjoying all this fresh, healthy food.